Okay, guys, why don't you introduce yourself first, and then we'll get into your stories, okay?
My name is William Bell, but everybody call me LA.
My name is Jonathan Johnson, but everybody calls me Jay.
Okay. Alex, why don't we start with you? Pick it up around middle school. What happened to you in middle school?
Me and Jay was friends. We ended up really messing with people, bullying, all that in middle school. And
Get in any trouble?
yeah, got in lots of trouble. We was skipping school in middle school.
A lot of fighting too.
Yeah. Now, what middle school was that?
Goodlettsville Elementary.
Goodlettsville. So y'all in the area.
Yeah.
Okay. You went from there. Okay. You were getting in trouble. Does that mean like you got put in ISS or out of school suspension or
It was a lot of OSS.
Yeah.
out of school?
Yeah, there was a lot of OSS. Or OSS off the bus or something, because sometimes it happened on the bus or so.
What happened after that? Okay. You were bad in school. Where did that lead you?
Right after middle school, we kind of split apart and went to different high schools. I went to Maplewood Comprehensive High School, which is like a bad school out East Nashville. Got in a lot of bad activities such as robbing, stealing, fighting, just skipping school. I never went.
And as for me, I went to Hunters Lane High School, where I got into the gang life, was always in trouble. My name was always into something around the school. Then after that, I was just kept picking the wrong people to hang around. Like, I knew it was wrong, but I kept doing it.
Why? Was it because they were just friends to you?
Nah, because at the time it was like,
Was it cool?
nah, it wasn't cool. It was like, I really didn't have none, and I was like, shoot, they tell me how to get some money fast, really. That's how I'm thinking, like, I wasn't really using my head.
Where'd that lead you to?
It led me to Woodland Hills
Detention center.
at the detention center. Then really when I stayed in the detention center, that led me into really calm down and to use my head and say, okay, you can really move forward out of this. Like, you don't really have to listen to these other guys because they telling you something. You can really do something, really improve yourself. And really my granny and my mom always pushed me to say, oh, yeah, you can do it, you can always do whatever you want. And then the people just kept motivating me, like.
What got you from Woodland Hills to here, to New Transitions?
I went from Woodland Hills, then I stepped down to NTC. I went from NTC, I left there, I united back with my family, got back to there, stayed with my moms, and then my girlfriend, Christina, she knew this guy named Josh Connor. He came over to my house almost like every day, was asking like, we want to get in our program? I was like so questioning, like, nah, skittish and stuff. But then he was like, you should really. He was like, tell my girlfriend you should really. And then she ended up saying yeah. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to split up. Like, I didn't want to split up with my girlfriend. I thought it was gonna be too far I couldn't get to. But nah, Josh, he made it a way like it could happen. And then I ended up talking to Josh, getting to know him. And then once I got to know him, he was like, he came to me one day, was like, you want to go water rafting? I was like, water rafting? Like, nah, I don't want to go water rafting. I'm thinking it's going to be big water just pushing me. So then he was like, nah, it's going to be mellow. He said, I promise you, it's going to be fun. So I went out there and went water rafting.
Okay. You went water rafting, and did you decide to move in here or come here? Or?
Nah, at the time, my girlfriend decided to move in. She was already moved in. Before all that, she was already moved in. And then I was just coming up here like a tag-along. They got like a tag-along program, so I was like a part of that tag-along. So I just come up here every day, you know, he'll help me out with stuff. And like, Then eventually I was like, I'm trying to get back in school. And then he was like, oh, I can help you out with that. He said, I can help you out. He said, what did you need? So he ended up taking his time out of his day to really help me out to get in school, like help me with my FAFSA, all that. Took me down to talk to people, to get more help. And then he was like, matter of fact, I was like kind of late registering, but somehow he talked to the financial aid and really got me in there to really, so they could approve my financial aid. Cause really I was late registering. Then he talked to him, and then I ended up going to school. Now I'm almost graduating.
Cool. So you went to school. Did you end up moving in here before you got with Jay, or how did that happen? You and Jay hook up again?
Well, it was like actually like a couple months. I want to say a couple months after high school.
Mm-hmm.
He actually ran into my sister in the mall, and she had given my number. He ended up calling me, ended up coming over there, and we just hooked back up like that. And I got new transitions. It like after I had went to jail, went to jail for some robberies, and ended up getting out, getting like a fresh start. Ended up start working. Then I needed somewhere to live because I still was getting in trouble. My mom's kicking me out, cousins, family, all of them ended up kicking me out. Ended up calling LA, and he told me just come over there, and a guy named Josh Connor, he'll give me a chance. So end up coming out here and talking to him. He actually gave me the tag-along option to be on the little tag-along program. I did that, was up here every day looking for jobs, trying to get into school. And finally, LA and my sister actually pushed me to get in school. So I ended up getting in school, and now I'm in my second trimester of a 5 trimester.
When both of you guys hooked up again, you told me something about y'all were all at the apartment together, and then you had this idea.
Well, yeah, we
Okay, we was all at J House. It was at J House. They was in the girls in the back room. We decided to go to the front room. So we just sitting there talking, and we was thinking like about all the people that helped us, like how we made it to where we at now. That we was thinking. We was like, how we really just come here? How we just get in school and I'm almost finishing and you right behind me? Like, how we really get here? And then we just started thinking about. I was thinking like all the people just really helped me, like Josh, Roger, Mr. Slade, all the people.
Jim Hardaway,
all the people just really just was there and didn't say, oh no, you can't do it, or nah, this you can't do it. I always hear the negative, but every time around these people I was hearing positive, like, yeah, you can finish school, you can do this, you can do that, yeah, you can do it. It was never like, nah, you can't do it, this the life you gonna be, like, nah, it was like, yeah, you can change, basically.
So somebody believed in you.
Yeah, believed in me. And then it's like, if somebody can believe in me, maybe the people that believed in me, I could probably help them.
Yeah. So who came up with the idea?
Well, LA actually came up because at first we came up with plenty of ideas, but we still was thinking inside the box. Just things that people have already done. So we just really kept thinking, putting our minds together, and finally he came up with the idea we can help senior citizens. Then we just ran off of it. After that, just both of us kept putting in ideas, and it just came together like that.
Okay. You came up with an idea. What's the idea? What is the idea?
Lighting the way to safety. It's a project by 2Minds Social Enterprise.
Okay. What do you do? What's your idea? What do you want to do?
Well, first we inspect the homes of the senior citizens, all the dangerous situations, because it's like a lot of senior citizens is living in dangerous living situations. So we go in and inspect, check out the house, then we come back, put motion sensors in their house, fix all the electrical problems, put GLCIs in the bathrooms, because we fix on like a lot of old houses that's not up to date with the code, and so.
And then we also like for like when he was talking about motion sensor, like it's for seniors who has limited eyesight or who could see but couldn't get around without, you know, like be some of that time at night you want to get up, but you can't go all the way to the light switch. You want to just to cut on so it can help you out to move around. So you won't trip over something. You might see it might be a cord right there that you might not see.
Okay, that's a good idea. What kind of took it from that idea to the next stage? What's the next stage?
Oh, Roger Connor.
Yeah.
That was the next big stage.
Explain that.
He's been like a mentor for us. I mean, he's never given up on us, giving us ideas how to take this and make it a legit business.
Right.
And then he always helped us in a way that we could understand. Like, he never just gave it to us. He always, like, he'll tell us something, but he'll make us help ourselves. Like, he won't, like, baby hand us, like, you know, hey, he was really trying to see if we was dedicated into this. And I appreciate him doing that. And he let us meet several people and like get to know other people. And
so he brought in other resources for you. Did it kind of really build inside of you as he'd bring these people in? Did you start believing more that it could really happen?
Yeah, because it's like Roger didn't even give us a chance to give up. It's like he just kept bringing people around, keep letting us know that the business would be successful. So when he kept bringing people around, we kept going, talking to different people.
I remember like he told us, he said, I ain't gonna let y'all give up because I'm gonna put a torch to your butt.
Well, that's good. I remember we all just had a kind of, I think when I was with y'all, we had kind of a brainstorming session. What kind of happened in there? We all just put our minds together?
Oh yeah, we all just was sitting in the room. We all was just thinking like, okay, we want the business to be sustainable. So we was all brainstorming how we could make the business be sustainable. Cause like, you know, there was a lot of business out there that's starting, but like y'all was trying to make us level, like showing how, cause y'all done had a lot of business and worked a lot of business, so y'all was basically just really showing us how to make it sustainable.
Right. And then Roger kept bringing in other resources, and kind of it generates other ideas, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's your hope now? What are you thinking can happen now?
Well, I'm hoping we can change the lives of some people that's just out there, because, I mean, we actually went to his home where it was just terrible. I mean, none of the lights really worked, just bad living situations. I mean,
wasn't a GF5 in the bathroom where it's supposed to be, like, and then he had like the wall was slick, so like water could just mildew up there and leak down. And
yeah, the light fixtures, they were hanging, the wires sticking out.
Oh, wow.
The garage door, I mean, it's like has a rope around it, like just to weld it shut. And I mean, this lady, her house has been broken into several times. She has no lights to cut on the outside, so it's just like it's really dark over there. So it's like an easy target. So we want to make it safer for her. So.
But this woman that you mentioned, Jay, I don't believe she's got a lot of money.
No, she's living on a fixed income and really can't afford anything.
She really can barely even get around. Like, she's in a wheelchair, and she is like,
her leg is just like she's in a wheelchair. She's not movable. She has no one in the house with her. She lives by herself.
Well, how can she afford to have two people come out and do this work, help her with that. You know, how can she afford that?
She can't.
She can't.
So
we was
that-
hoping if the community could help us, as could somebody stand up and help us with this situation.
Cause I mean, we'll do the work for free. We just want to make it safer for our living situation. That's why we need you people just to pitch in and help us buy the equipment.
Now, who are people that you're wanting to help buy the equipment? Churches and
Maybe churches.
maybe a church could do what? They could sponsor maybe some person
like
in their
sponsor,
church?
like sponsor like a particular person that fixed the stripping we talking about.
Like,
Or a couple people, or give us reference of people that's probably in the church that really need this this serious problem we talking about.
and like social service agencies.
They might know of people and they could call you and refer. Originally, you were kind of looking for what, a grant or some funding that would help you with the people without incomes that were kind of poor.
Yes, we was. We were looking for the people that was like really couldn't afford. That was making it like months a month, and that we could get a grant and probably help those people that's really in need.
So there probably are some funding sources out there. It takes a lot of knocking on doors to get to those, right? Also, wouldn't you kind of want to mix the people that you were serving? Kind of, some of them maybe had a little bit of money so you could get paid, and some of them had none. Was that kind of an idea?
Yes, that was like a kind of idea we was trying to do. We was trying to like people that could pay. We was hoping that y'all would please help us out and try to help the people that can't pay.
You two guys are young guys. So if y'all go through this house and you notice all these different problems that you were mentioning, Jay, how can you fix those problems? Do you know how to do carpentry work?
No, sir. But we not actually. We are in electrical class right now.
And
Studying.
we got Jim Hardaway that's helping us,
Yeah.
and he's the best at what he do.
He's a licensed contractor. We will have a licensed contractor with us.
So you're going to have a licensed contractor with you that can do other things?
Besides
The electrical
the
work.
electrical work, yes.
Okay. And then y'all are going to kind of be hooked up with maybe either new transitions or work with me at the Madison Family Resource Center so you can develop a reputable business.
Yes, we was hoping we could be both, like new transition and the Madison resource.
Okay. What has, right now, these feelings, the excitement that you have about this, what's made the difference? What's made the difference to you? You went from not believing to believing.
Like I said, once again, it was the people that was motivating me. The people that I was just mentioning earlier, the same people that really put their foot down and really let me really take it to a next level, like really didn't give up on me, like stood there like he was just like they was handcuffed to me, basically.
So you're saying if people were to care about your needs, care about your ideas, that might open the door? Your friendship might open the door?
Yes, that would probably open the door. That'll probably help me out a lot, and it'll give back to the community. It's not like that we're trying to get something. We're trying to give back to everybody, the people that we truly love.
Good. Well, I thank you guys for having this interview with me, and I think we'd like for y'all to come up and talk to the people now, okay?
All right.
All right.